Good morning everyone. So today I am going on a very small adventure. We are driving cross country over to Cardiff just because I miss it, and I have been a bit of a hermit lately and things have opened up a bit more in the UK, so I'm actually allowed to go to Cardiff. It's been over a year now. It's one of my favorite places, so yeah, we're just gonna go have a small adventure, and I thought I'd take you with me with a good old vlog because we have been neglecting that lately. Now, to be completely honest, the main reason why we are driving for 3.5 hours to get to Wales today is because I woke up on Friday with a really intense craving for Welsh cakes. If you don't know what Welsh cakes are, they are pure happiness, and I haven't had one in a year, so yeah, we're going to Wales. I've been driving for about an hour and a half now, so we're halfway. I might actually stop by in Newport before I go to Cardiff. Newport is the worst city on earth, but I did spend a year there going to university, so yeah, I might just pop by, see how that's holding up. Might actually take you to the Blink House from Doctor Who. That's in Newport, and I really like that house, so we might pop by there and yeah, just have a little wander around. So I just crossed the Severn Bridge, which means that we are officially in Wales, and the second we got into Wales, the sun came out, and I'm just really happy right now because I'm so close to my Welsh cakes. Alright, so I made it to Newport, and I'm currently standing right in front of my old university, which is very... I have mixed feelings. They can kind of go fuck themselves, and I know that's very aggressive, but Newport is sadly one of the only places that I've ever been where I've like basically vowed to, I will never return to this place. But yeah, a lot of bad memories from here, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to come back. If you didn't know, I had to drop out of uni. It was a whole thing. They did not help me whatsoever when I was in a difficult situation, so not a lot of love there. I did learn one or two things, not a lot. I think the classes were actually horrible, and again, so much money for getting basically nothing. Yeah, I studied film there. Did not end up with a film career, sadly, so that shows it kind of killed my love for it. Is that bad? Because I have so many bad memories of this place, and I haven't really been back since 2016, and whenever I think of Newport, it's always very negative. I wanted to try and come back, kind of just see it, and yeah, it's not as bad, but I can feel myself, like there's like a tightness in my chest from being back here. But yeah, made a lot of good friends here. That was the only good thing. But yeah, I'm gonna just kind of pop here around, and I'm gonna take you to my old student housing, which is behind me. The sun is very strong and directly in my eyes, but it's so weird because when I think back of this town, I'm genuinely thinking of it as the most gloomy grey place, and seeing it now a few years later, like in the sun, it's actually not that bad. Now, I can't actually believe that I am walking under the Bridge of Doom, as I named it when I lived here. This is the student halls right behind here, and this bridge had so much drama when I lived here, and I had one of the windows facing the bridge, like on bridge level. So much crap happened under this bridge. What just happened, Sana?
The man tried to steal our Christmas tree, and his dog was just... oh my god. He had a dog, and I'm scared of dogs. And he tried to shag our Christmas tree.
So this is where the prostitutes would meet, where the drug dealers would meet. It would always be on fire for some reason.
Where the fuck's the fire brigade?
This was my involuntary home for a whole year of my life. I think that was my flat. This one, that was our living room. And then I think that was my bedroom window. And right there is where I literally saw someone die, so that was fun. Again, I don't know what Newport is like in 2021. I lived here in 2014, so that's obviously a while ago. I just really hope that the place has cleaned itself up a little bit, because it was absolutely horrible when I lived there. It was like one of those, like, you couldn't walk outside at night on your own as a girl, sort of places. So yeah, not the best memories, but yeah, that was my view for a whole year of my life. Nice. Just off my sort of first impression after having been here for a little bit is that the town definitely has become a lot cleaner. not every shop is bordered up, which is a good sign. They also have like a little city center now, which wasn't there when I lived here. And I walked down all of Commercial Street without being murdered, which is also a first. But yeah, that was Newport. But we're now gonna do exactly what I did back in 2014, and that is to move over to better and bigger things in Cardiff. It's really sad how a place that's supposed to be like a good part of your life ended up being a place that I hold so much like hatred towards. So I think it was really good for me to come back, a little bit healing, you know? So yeah, the city itself is probably not that bad. Just, yeah, bad times, dude, bad times. I'm really glad I don't live here anymore. Right, so we are doing a super cheeky detour from on our way to Cardiff to one of my favorite Doctor Who locations, which is kind of, yeah, it's in Newport. The only good thing about Newport, so I'll show you. It doesn't look as gloomy as it does in the show right now. Okay, well, this place doesn't look gloomy or scary at all, but this is the house from Blink. And yeah, as we can see, it is for sale. I'm trying really hard not to blink right now to keep up with this, but yeah, isn't it gorgeous? Should just all Whovians just buy this together and just live in a massive house. I can't tell you how much joy it gives me to like visit these like locations of, you know, a show that means so much to me. It just makes me like a little child. I'm like, oh, it's so exciting. It's the house for Blink. It's a really cool house. Still think all of us Whovians should just like kind of chip in a little bit, and then we can just have a Doctor Who house all together just to hang out in. We don't even have to live there. We can just like can just be there, have conventions. Yeah. So we made it to Cardiff. Very excited. It started pouring, so I'm gonna have to bring my rain jacket, which I luckily brought with me in the car. So yeah, we're just gonna go and explore the bay at first, and then we'll probably wander up into town. I don't really have any plans, so yeah, fun. Yay! Ooh, if I'm alone too long, I just go insane. Apologize. Okay, the weather isn't actually that bad, but we're keeping the hood up. All right, so I'm just heading towards the bay. You can see the wheel is back. It wasn't here the last time, so I'm excited about that. Starting off the tour down in the bay, which is very noisy because they're building something. But here we are. There we go. Let's start a little tour. They put up all these things here today, which doesn't make it that pretty. But here we have the infamous Torchwood hub, or the secret entrance to the Torchwood hub. I'm always unsure if it's this one that's the entrance. Hi, by the way, you can barely see me behind. Or if it's this one. I think it's this one. It's so pretty down here. I'm so happy that the wheel is back. This area down here is Mermaid's Quay or Quay, depending on what kind of person you are. And this used to be my way to work. I used to have to go up from town all the way over here. I would always get a Starbucks on the way. And then all the way over to the Doctor Who experience that used to be about over there. And right here you have the Welsh Parliament, which has also been hugely used in Doctor Who for filming. So with Cardiff, in comparison to Newport, which I have, you know, bad blood with, we've learned that by now, Cardiff was extremely difficult to leave. So being back in Cardiff, obviously I love Cardiff so much, but being here, it's a little bit like bittersweet because I kind of had to leave Cardiff for various reasons. So I wasn't supposed to leave. And yeah, it's always a little bit sad to be back here. I feel like a lot of my friends are still here. Although today I think I'm just doing like a solo day. I didn't even tell anyone that I was here. I'm just kind of wandering around. But yeah, Cardiff is such a special place to me. And I always like really cherish my time here. Looping around the waterfront here, I'm gonna go around here. It's over there, which is actually the BBC studios. I think it's just a really fun building. I just like walking past it. As I mentioned, this is the BBC headquarters. I think they're currently only filming Casualty and Doctor Who here. When I lived in Cardiff, they were filming Sherlock, loads of shows, so it's always very busy. Guys, we're getting so close to the Welsh cakes. I actually did a little detour away from the Welsh cakes now to go around here, but we're close, real close. Can you imagine if they're sold out or something? Oh god, we're nearing the poor remnants of what used to be the Doctor Who experience where I used to work. It's so weird going past and just the building not being there. It's so sad, it's just gone. It was such a special place. I'm really sad that it's gone. It's also really sad that they removed the TARDIS, which used to be like down here. There was a TARDIS standing there, which people loved. Before we can go and get our Welsh cakes, we have to do the honorable thing and go and visit the Ianto Shrine, which is still my favorite thing in Cardiff. It's so funny. Sad they've actually boarded it up, but I can still show you guys, but can't get up close. So yeah, that's the Ianto Shrine, the 10-plus-year-old memorial wall for a fictional character that died in Torchwood. It's so great. I love people. Alright you guys, this is a life lesson that if you just commit yourself and dream and drive for 4 hours, you might get your Welsh cakes in the end. So yeah, I went for the apricot ones, which are so freaking good. I'm so excited. I'm gonna put these in my backpack now and devour them later. I always find it so incredibly like familiar yet very unfamiliar to be back in a place that you've lived before. It's now been 4 years, no wait, 4 or 5 years since I moved away from here. And you know, I was here for uni, so most of my friends have like moved away, and yeah, it's so weird, but it's the same, and I just love walking up this endless road here to get into town. When I lived here, I had a bike. I would have to bike this way every day. I had to leave my bike when I left. I had to leave quite soon, and I didn't have time to sell it, so my bike is probably in Cardiff somewhere, living its best life. Alright, we're getting closer. I feel this street always just feels endless. There's no end. You can walk and walk and walk. I think it's like 15 to 20 minutes max. I mean, there's a train line for a reason down there, which I would usually take when I had to go to work. It's kind of far. I mean, look behind me. It's far. Whew. By the way, it's also gotten really warm now, so my jacket is like, it's too much. We're struggling, but it's okay. Anyone else after lockdown is suddenly more sensitive to light? I don't know if that makes sense, but light hurts my eyes a lot more than it used to do before. And I left my sunglasses in the car, which was dumb. Alright, we are getting there. Also, look at daffodils. That's very Welsh, right? Daffodils. Alright, so I get really awkward vlogging in public, so I didn't actually vlog going through the city centre, but I did a loop and then I went up to the castle, and now I'm in Queen's Castle Arcade, which is beautiful. It's just this really old sort of Victorian looking arcade, which there's not a lot of them left, so it's very, very pretty. And yeah, I used to love just walking here. I'm surprised that it's open actually. Sorry, my eyes just went there. Okay, so we cut that a bit short in Cardiff. You didn't get to see anything because someone has been out inside for a year and freak out when she gets in crowds now apparently. So but yeah, so I walked through Cardiff, really nice. It started raining, then the sun came out. It got so warm that I was boiling, but guys, we completed the mission. We came to Cardiff for one reason. Is it to meet friends? No. To see the city? No. We got Welsh cakes. Oh, we got so many Welsh cakes. This makes me so happy. Yeah, I showed you this one earlier. I got the apricot one, and I was like, you know, it's not enough because I've come all this way to get this Welsh cake, so I got this one as well. And this is coconut and lime. so excited. I'm gonna have to stop myself from eating all of these, like, on the way back. They got a bit smushed in my backpack though, which is a little bit sad, but they're gonna taste just the same. We still have a lot of day left, and instead of just going back to Brighton the same way that I came from, I was thinking we could like loop through Castle Combe and everything, which is like, I go there in like every vlog now, which is bad. Every time I have the chance to loop by Castle Combe, I do. It's the prettiest village, and I watched Stardust. I can't speak. I watched Stardust. I watched Stardust yesterday, and Castle Combe is like the film location for that. It's one of my favorite films, so we might do that. Okay, so I just got to Castle Combe, and I always forget how incredibly quiet it is here. So if I end up not vlogging, you know why. But I'm gonna do a little walk around town. I'm gonna show you that places from Stardust, which is 99% of the reason why I'm here. Always. It's such a good film. You know what? It's actually quite crowded today. But yeah, here is the village. You can kind of see it from here. There's a lot of people up there. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the bridge where the pretty view is. This place is just so freaking adorable. I can't. There's a lot of people, and I can't vlog when there's people. As I mentioned, love Stardust, and in Stardust, this is the house where Victoria lives, and Tristan stands here throwing little pebbles up at her window, and then, yeah, Tristan and Henry Cavill had that whole fight right there. But yeah, isn't this pretty? Is this something you say, free-range children? I've never heard that, unless if it has to do with eggs. We're back in the car. Well, this is gonna sound extremely hypocritical, but there were so many loud foreigners there. Maybe it's because it's been locked down and there hasn't been any like tourists anywhere. But there were so many foreigners speaking very loudly in different languages, which again I can say because I am also a loud foreigner. But it's so funny. It's in this perfect, like, quiet little village, and people are just like blah blah blah. So, Lord, I just want the place for myself, you know. I had a queue to get a photo. I still got a few hours of daylight today, so I might drive to Bradford upon Avon, is that what it's called, and see that village town. I've never seen it, and I've heard good things. I always see these like fucking Instagrammers posting pictures of this like tea room that they have, so I'm gonna go and do the exact same thing. Alright, we're over to the phone because my camera ran out of battery and I forgot a spare. I made it to Bradford upon Avon. And it's bloody lovely. I'm actually sad that I'm not here for longer now, but I'm gonna go and see these tea rooms. And yeah, I'm not gonna explore too much. I'll come back for that another time. But it's so cute. Look at it. Alright, so this is what I wanted to see. How cool is that? I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it's kind of like very wonky. That's adorable. I understand why all the Instagrammers come here. I mean, just look at this place. Oh, there's so much to explore. I'm gonna have to come back. But yeah, definitely have to come back to this town with a friend that can take pictures of me in front of that tea room, because that's cute. I'm just gonna drive home now, I think, unless I find something exciting on the way. I'll let you know. Right, so it doesn't count as a detour because I'm not stopping, but we're gonna drive past Stonehenge, which is so cool to me. That is just like a seventh wonder of the world, and I'm just like la la la, I'm gonna go past Stonehenge. It's so cool. But yeah, should be in there a few minutes, so I'll try to sort of capture it from the road. There's no place to really stop, and obviously it's closed right now, so we'll see if we can spot it on the way. Good evening, Stonehenge! Who takes the Pandora takes the universe, but the bad news, everyone, because guess who? Why do I have to make everything into Doctor Who? Anyway, there's Stonehenge. Cool, very cool. I made it home, but before I can go to bed, we need to finish this storyline here of today with a Welsh cake. Oh my god, it's so good. Bye guys.